August 21st, entry 38. Shots fired. Yesterday, mi prima, bracket, my female cousin. I refer to Z's extended family occasionally as if they were relatives of my own. This is intermittent, end bracket. Ada threw a party. 4 shots were fired outside of that party. 4 shots that had nothing to do with her or anyone at the party. Bracket, presumably, someone from downstairs, because at this time, Z and Ada's family had only recently moved to the 3rd floor of this new building. I think the attack was on someone who lived on the 1st floor at the time. And if I recall properly, on any given day, 3 older ethnic males would usually sit there casually drinking, chatting, and playing some sort of gambling game. I wonder if one of them was the intended target, end bracket. Well, what happened? From what I heard, Swaley, bracket, Ada's female friend of around the same age, end bracket, was downstairs sitting on the front steps, near 2 black guys whose faces I may know but whose names I never have. Ada knows. Suddenly, a few guys rolled up and started shooting. The guys bounced real quick-like, and so did Swaley. 4 gunshots sounded out. One may have hit some woman named Belinda or Melinda in the leg, I think, but she refused to be taken to the hospital. Bracket, she must have had good reason for staying. Or no insurance. Or the wound wasn't that bad. I don't know, because I didn't see it myself. End bracket. The rest of the bullets shattered the front door windows. Swaley said she felt one of them whiz by her head. She got up and bounced upstairs, scraping her legs on the shattered glass. I apologize in advance for this. The police came and quarantined the scene. They lined everybody up, but I escaped notice by quickly utilizing the rear entrance. Bracket, being the stealthy cat ninja that I was. LMFAO. End bracket. I quickly moved to check on Swaley's family, bracket, but also to do reconnaissance and gain information about the event, end bracket. She thought something had happened to her family because she lived right across the street from the shootout, and the doors were left open. I remember that I was wearing all orange clothes that day. Bracket. Wow, that's terrible for being a stealthy cat ninja. Maybe I'm more like Naruto. End bracket. And the news guys interviewed me on what happened. But I didn't tell them much that I'd learned. Bracket. I wasn't sure if the info was classified or not. End bracket. And when I checked the news the next day, I found out that all they really used for my interview was the part where I said, I thought they were fireworks. The next day, tonight actually, I went to the gym alone and saw Bryant. He was attractive as always, but we didn't speak. He had gained some muscle since I knew him in high school. I thought it suited him well. I did my exercise then and spent some time in the pool. I met this African Leo guy named Dimitri on the way out of the showers afterwards. And yeah, you already know how the story goes. But yeah, he wants to get to know me. Also, I chilled with Malik and Z. Supposedly, Z was supposed to get head from his girl on the first tomorrow. For the first time tomorrow. So he wanted me to wake him up at a certain time. I did. We chilled for a little while. Fun enough. Then I bounced. I went to the gym again that night, but no such luck. And Mike's phone is always inconveniently off, bracket, after a certain time, and bracket, for some reason. Bracket. Afternote. Just a little bit of information about Bryant. Bryant was someone I knew from back when I went to high school. A beautiful, pale-skinned Latino guy. At least, I think that was the race he told me that he was back then. Seriously, his skin was almost albino pale in high school. The way it contrasted his straight raven black hair made him look enchanted. I thought he was very attractive. I recall that I think he actually came on to me once in high school, but as usual, I assumed he was joking. We were in bio class, and he put his arm around me and asked if I thought he was attractive in a honeyed voice. I responded the same way I did to Kennedy. I thought he was very attractive, but I kept my interest in Bryant and my sexuality to myself. I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't. Afternote. As for Dimitri, we met a few times after that. He showed me where he lived. He was a sweet and considerate guy, and when cuddling, he was equal parts comforting and affectionate. Our dicks were similarly sized. I think he was slightly thicker than me at the time. We didn't get into too much sexually. I think I would have eventually gone there with Dimitri, but back then Dimitri wanted to top, and I couldn't help but compare everybody that was interested in me to Z, who was insufficiently interested. And because of my emotional feelings for Z, something I lacked toward everyone else, they would inevitably fall short. It was a biased measurement, I acknowledge this. I still tried with other people, though. I think I was hoping that I'd meet someone who'd force my mind off of Z with sheer attractiveness and charisma. Victor could have easily been this person, but it may have been that he didn't have the durability. End bracket. bracket. Or maybe my fear of commitment really did get the better of me, end bracket.